Hey, everybody, it's Casual. That talk show you've all been waiting for, by gosh. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Um, uh, let's go ahead and bring Renee and Jonathan up.
Hello, beautiful
Hello.
people. Yes,
And
we are here.
we have a new opening
And
set
it's
for the
freezing.
show, right?
We
Yes,
do.
and I'm wearing a hat because it's sub-zero up here in New York and it's snowing outside. Also, I just want to tell everyone that I've had this hat for many years and I get a lot of flack from it. Everyone always talks about this hat. I'm not letting go of it. Every winter I wear this hat. So
It's your Whoopi hat.
This
Who's
is yes.
trashing the hat?
It's your Whoopi hat. Oh, I love my Whoopi hat. Makes me feel safe.
Thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for allowing me to wear this hat. Okay, so
I think it's cute.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And hello, Sandie just came in. Hi, Sandie.
Yes.
So yes, we have a new opening, right? So do you want to see it? You want to see it? Okay.
Set to
Hammer
Diane's
away.
great.
And then here's like the drinking game: is every time you see someone from KMH or SDF, you take a drink.
Livers will be
get these people
pickled
sloshed
tonight.
in the first minute.
Yeah,
I'm just
livers
kidding.
will be
All right.
pickled.
No, actually, there's a ton of cool faces, but it is like a who's who. It's like very, very cool. All right, so here we go.
Hi-ho, let's go.
Let me start from the beginning. There you go. I know that guy.
Why did you pick that picture?
Because it says I choose awesome. It's the Tom Cheshire.
Oh, okay.
It's Tom Cheshire. I knew you'd hate it for that. It's a great hat. We'll change it.
Cherish.
Woohoo!
It's time to start the show. 1, 2, 3, go!
I love CJ.
We almost.
Yeah. Joanna was there. That was so fun. Okay. Oh no. So what do y'all think? I mean, we're gonna redo it.
I love it.
But the idea,
I love
the
it.
concept of it.
I like it. I like it a lot. Again, it's got more pop to it as far as you've got the things moving, and I like that. And it's fast and it accents. I mean, I like the fact that you've got certain things happening at certain times on the song. Like Carol Stein is playing her piano.
Yes, that was so
organ
fun.
part comes up.
Yeah, Joanna comes up
like
too,
that.
and there's like a little.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank you. I thought that was like really cool too. And what I want to do is I want to get Ivan Basil came on is Casual, and he was wearing a Spider-Man onesie, and he was upside down. I want to get that segment and put that somewhere, or even start with it. Like that was
that movie's coming out next week, isn't it? Apropos, that movie is coming out next week, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
the multiverse thing with all the villains.
So it's gonna be perfect.
Jake Allen has been pumping up Ghostbusters Afterlife on SDF this week. Yep. I loved it. I saw it with my daughter, and I got all misty-eyed through it too because I'm a huge fan of the Ghostbusters, the original movie, and it was a continuation of that. I mean, the other 2016 all-woman movie was not mentioned.
So that is so awesome. That is so cool.
And again, I don't want to give away any of the surprises because there's a lot of really cool surprises in it. But yeah, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, you should definitely go see it in the theater, and wait till the very end of the credits. Don't bail out before the end of the credits. There are 2 scenes in the credits.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I love.
If you've learned anything from Marvel movies, like Jake Allen says, it's stick around till the end of the credits.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I'm not cool enough to know that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Otherwise, you'll miss Damien Poitier.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I need to have him in the credits. That's what I need to have. It's him in the thing.
So, what did you guys do for Thanksgiving?
Jonathan went to like 5 parties, so I want to hear.
That's not true. That is not true. See, Renee's doing to me what I'm doing to her.
Yeah.
Renee's doing to me what I'm doing to her, thinking she's swinging from the chandeliers with a bottle of champagne and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
No, I
Jonathan
didn't.
had
Well, we've seen pictures of that, but I mean,
that one has been proven. I feel like that's not a cryptozoological myth. I feel like that's true.
Honestly, I didn't really do very much due to for Thanksgiving on account of ongoing COVID stuff and stuff like that. But I did celebrate another trip around the sun on Thursday.
Happy
The
25.
silver anniversary, yes, 25 years old. I'm a
Birthday.
quarter of the way to my promised 100. But yeah, it was a good day here in North
I'm
Carolina.
the 103.
Yeah, it was, like I say, it was a very fun time. A lot of birthday love, and I appreciate every single one of you who showed me love, wished me a happy birthday, and hope to only grow the friendships over the next 25.
Well, there you go.
That's nice. That's me. Did you eat a lot? That's the question. Did you eat a lot?
Surprisingly, I managed to get away fairly clean. I figured with my birthday and Thanksgiving being right together, that I would be on Weight Watchers 10 Most Wanted list when all this was said and done. But no, I managed to make out pretty well in terms of that. You can't tie ropes around me and put me in the Macy's parade. So I consider that a moral victory.
Yeah, but the thing is, we get all that food in us. We don't float,
No,
Quite the
Yeah,
opposite.
that's true.
I really
I was
sink.
just trying to be
We sink
funny.
into the
I just-
sofa. Not to mention, turkey is got like a chemical in it that makes you want to sleep.
Yeah,
Tryptophan.
tryptophan.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I went to Jupiter, Florida, to see my aunt who I haven't seen in decades. My aunt Joan, I should say, my aunt Joni. I have an aunt Joanne, or I had an aunt Joanne, but this is Joni. This is one of my favorite aunts. She is my favorite aunt. So we went down to Jupiter to see her house and see Gina, her daughter's house, and she lives right next door. And it was a huge feast. And I don't know if you saw it posted on Facebook, but they had a huge spaghetti pot full of gravy. This family loves gravy.
Wow.
Just gravy on everything. So then I had to drive 2.5 hours to my sister's house in New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
Wow.
So we did 2 feasts. It's a miracle that I was able to drive home without falling asleep. Yeah, my daughter fell asleep when we got to my sister's house. She just conked right out.
I believe it. Yeah.
So yeah, we just stuffed, and I bought a pre-cooked smoked turkey breast and leg, so we would have white meat and dark meat pre-cooked.
Okay.
Jeez.
It's more expensive than buying an actual turkey. I could have bought a whole turkey for what I paid for this.
Oh my God.
But it wasn't cooked, and I don't want to
Yeah,
spend
fair.
8 hours cooking a turkey. So
Fair.
I bought this smoked turkey and carved it up, and I've been having turkey sandwiches for the last, 5 days. They say that you don't want to go more than 5 days on the food left over from Turkey Day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So got to throw it out today.
So
And stuffing, and I haven't opened the chicken leg yet, or the turkey leg yet. It's still in its wrapping.
Oh boy.
So
Do you guys
I'm not
prefer
finished with turkey
chicken?
yet.
Do you guys prefer chicken or turkey?
Turkey.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll go chicken, though I've got a very unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Turkey.
That's what I'm prompting, because I know.
Yeah,
what it is.
I got a
It's very
yes.
controversial.
Renee knows what I'm
We're
about to
gonna get
say.
pulled. The FCC is gonna pull the plug on us because of this.
I was telling Renee when we were doing our friend anniversary stream, I said turkey. I said out loud, turkey is overrated, which it is. Ham, chicken, even something outside the box, like fish or barbecue, that would be, in my opinion, better than turkey. But
Well, the funny thing was that the smoked turkey that I had tasted like ham. It did. It tasted like, yeah.
There you go.
It was smoked turkey. It tasted, the white meat sliced off the breast tasted like ham slices.
Wow.
So when I made soup with it, it tasted like ham soup. with potatoes and vegetables and stuff.
There you go.
So, and again, my answer would have been different if they still had Kenny Rogers Roasters chicken.
Oh my gosh, Kenny Rogers Roasters.
I used to love
chicken.
those.
Oh
God, I
my
lived
gosh,
for those.
we had a Roasters in Athens. We did. It closed at some point, but yeah.
They had one in China. And I
No,
used to-
they did not.
They did.
Yeah.
And I used
I
to
think they're
travel-
still
I used to
big
travel
out
to
there,
China an
actually.
hour to go eat
Oh.
at Kenny Rogers Roasters in China, and then they closed down. But they closed down all the stuff that I loved there after a few months. It never
But
lasted.
this is in Hong Kong, right?
No,
Oh,
this was actually in mainland China, Shenzhen.
what? Okay, somebody was asking me today, does Rory speak fluent Chinese after being there for 15 years?
我普通话妈妈呼呼.
So like this, right? Like a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's
Okay.
so. My the Chinese like to laugh at me when I do my Chinese.
Well, how did you learn it? So how did you learn it? Just from daily life?
Most of it I
everyday
learned from
life?
my daughter. Believe it or
Oh,
not,
wow.
Really?
I learned
Okay.
numbers and colors and stuff like that, and fruit and vegetables and stuff. Like most of the easy stuff I learned from my daughter.
Is your daughter fully
And I am not
bilingual?
fluent. I am not
Okay.
fluent by any stretch of the imagination, but I can tell a taxi cab driver where to go. I can tell people, what I want to buy, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I can order food.
Is
There you
your
go.
daughter fully
Simple
bilingual?
stuff. Just enough to get in trouble.
Yeah, but is your daughter fully
Love
bilingual?
to get in trouble.
She is bilingual. She is, yeah, she is actually better at Chinese than she is at English. She thinks her English is horrible, but it's actually pretty good.
Really?
Wow.
Okay. But she
Yeah.
spent the first 15 years of her life in China.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, well, 14
Dang.
years, yeah.
And she learned her English primarily from you?
Yeah. Because when they say that the first 5 years of your child's development is most important. I mean, what you
Right.
do with them in their first 5 years is going to basically determine how they're going to turn out in their regular life. So I wanted her life to be fun and
Yeah.
happy, and so I played games with her all the time. And again, I didn't push the English on her because we lived there, so I wanted her to learn Chinese. And I didn't want to force the English, but she just learned it side by side because she was playing with me and having fun with me, and so she learned simple English with me.
That's so
And-
cool.
So, and again, she thinks her English is horrible, but because she doesn't know a lot of college words,
Okay. Yeah, but you can build on it, right? It's a foundation, so then you just
Yeah.
keep building. I think that's awesome. Are you guys going to go back to China and go back and forth a lot? And
we'll see. I mean, at this point, she hasn't even determined where she wants to go to college yet. I'm hoping she wants to go to college here. Her mom's hoping she was going to go to college there. We'll see. It's her decision.
that's a big choice. It's like the biggest choice, especially at that age. Oh my gosh.
But she will take pictures in front of Harvard next week.
Ooh, I like that.
We're
That's
going
very
there just so she can take pictures, so she can show her friends.
Yes.
Every Chinese parent wants their kid to go to Harvard.
yeah, of course. That's the
The
premier
truth.
thing.
So she's going to get there and take pictures in front of it. And I'm going to go see the Elizabeth Stewart Museum there because I want to see it. And it's a day trip.
Thompson is asking, isn't English mandatory in Chinese schools?
They do learn. They do learn English in primary school. Yeah,
See, that's so interesting.
it's in the course line.
For
I guess
sure.
you could say that's mandatory, but a lot of them don't learn it very well.
Right. That's interesting.
That's where I came in.
See, I did not know that. I didn't know that. That's because it's a global language, right? So they want all their kids to be able to.
Well, it is the language of big business.
Mhm.
There's 8 countries where English is the first language. It's the first language, and all of those countries are very well-to-do countries. They're very wealthy countries. So everybody wants to do business with them. So English is always on everybody's list to learn if they want to do business.
But when you're in China, you can go virtually anywhere and speak English, and you're saying that people would kind of at least understand you. They would have at least a rudimentary knowledge.
Not the adults.
Oh, okay.
The kids would understand more than the adults would because they passed that rule for learning English in grade schools just before I got there. Just a couple of years before I got there in 2004. So the adults and the grandparents, no, they don't know. They don't know much English unless they learn it, for business or what have you. What's the number one language in the world?
Isn't it English?
It's Chinese.
Is it Chinese just by
Really?
numbers?
Yes, Chinese is the number one language
Wow.
spoken by more people than any other country by
Wow.
any other,
Holy
in the
cow.
world. And number 2,
English.
Spanish.
No,
Yes.
no, is that really true?
Wow.
Yes.
I always thought it was. Oh my gosh!
Spain, Mexico, Cuba. It goes on and on and on.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's number 2. English is actually number 3rd on the list.
I did not.
So I used to
know
always
that.
tell my students, learn English, and if you have time, learn Spanish too. Then you'll have the top 3.
Wow. Okay. Now Charlie wants to know: were you in China, Rory, to teach English? Is that why you were there?
I was in China to be with my wife. She was
Ah.
Chinese.
That's more important.
The first job that I had there when I was there was working as a cleanup artist in one of the sweat houses, one of the cartoon houses.
Wait, what?
Called Jade
Wait,
Animation.
what?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I
How
was
did you-
introduced from a friend to a friend, and I'm fairly good at cartoon art. And I met a guy who turned out to be one of my best friends over there, Yan Xiaobin. And he said, yeah, he'll work as a cleanup artist. So for 9 months, my first 9 months there, well, not my first 9 months, but 9 months, there and early on, I worked as a cleanup artist I worked on Disney's Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go as a cleanup artist.
Now, what is a cleanup
That was the
artist?
big one.
What is a cleanup artist?
When the artists sketch something, it's kind of rough, and you just have to smooth out the lines. You just have to go over it with smooth lines, and that's what I did because I had a steady hand at that time. Now, not so good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All the drinking,
That's like a really cool job. Where can we see some of your...
It paid terrible. It was horrible pay, but my wife was just happy
Really?
that I was.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. But you have books for sale on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
That feature, like, where can we also see some of your cartoon art, and like if people want to go and buy that and stuff? How do they do it?
Wow. I don't think I really have any of my art other than my painting on social media.
Wow.
I
That's
probably should put
weird. I would have thought
I
that you would
saved
have-
like a box of the stuff that I worked on, when I was in China, but I'd have to dig it out and
You really need to dig that out and then take pictures of it or scan it on and show people,
Yeah.
because like that, I find that
Yeah.
fascinating. That's such cool
Well,
stuff.
and it inspired me as a writer to write a whole bunch of animated, movies and TV shows and stuff in that 9 months. I wrote a lot. I wrote a stack of scripts when I was working there. It really inspired me.
Wow.
So that was good.
No, that's awesome.
Good for me creatively.
Yeah.
And I actually went to when I went to California one time. I actually got to go to Disney Studios to meet the guys from Super Hyperforce Team.
Oh, you got to meet
Super
them?
Hyper.
Holy cow.
Oh, that's fun.
Super.
We could make a 30-minute show of him trying
Monkey.
to say the name.
Yeah, Super Monkey Team Hyperforce.
Super
Go.
Monkey, what?
Super Robot Monkey
It's-
Team
it's
Hyperforce
weird.
Go.
It's
And I actually
weird.
still have some stickers and stuff that they gave me. Some
Wow.
like little tchotchkes that they gave me when I showed up there.
Where can we watch it? Like on Netflix, or how do we?
Yeah, you could do a search on the internet and see if maybe there's something on YouTube. I really haven't checked YouTube. I've got them from dubious sites. Arr.
You look well. Here's what this is. Here's what this is. This is Rory pitching for when he gets busted for Renee to represent him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's in my legal to do my legal thing.
Yes.
Now, Sandy wants to know, Rory, do you like potato salad? I don't
Please.
know
I
why
love
she's
potato
asking
salad.
that, but
Thank you.
I love potato salad. Yeah,
that is my go-to. I will never try it food because it looks so.
I am
gross.
meat and potatoes man.
Renee?
any
What
kind
does
of
it taste
potatoes,
like?
you put it
What
in
does
front
it
of me. I
taste
love
like?
it.
It's good, but Renee, I'll say this: it's good, but it has to be cold. It has to be cold for it
What
to be
is
good.
it? Is that mayonnaise on
Oh,
it?
I've-
That it's white like
I've
that?
had
It's-
some German potato salad that was warm. That was pretty good.
Oh,
I don't even know what potato salad is, but it looks awful.
Okay,
Can we
so
all agree
Renee-
that it looks awful?
Renee, I'm going to pitch this right now for when we meet, talking about foods that we hate. You know that I hate sushi and pickles. I know that you hate, what was it? Potato salad and Snickers. We're going to conquer these demons when we meet.
Okay, we will.
I-
Now, hold on. I just saw, we will, but I saw
All
the
right.
time, And
Potato salad woot.
Yes, you love
But
potato
Rory,
salad.
Rory does want to say that he
They
received
call
a
me
video.
Tiger
Now I don't know if Chip Cop is
Yes.
watching, but
Yeah,
Yes,
we actually
right.
received a kind of a disturbing video
it's a
from
little
Binky.
disturbing.
Yeah.
From Binky. I don't know how he knows to send that stuff to us, but
Does everyone know who Binky is? I don't know if people remember.
Binky is a raccoon that Chip Cop saved from the wild, and he took care of him for a little while, and then he released him back into the wild. And Binky got in touch with us and said, "Hey, I'm not happy about this. I was enjoying the good life, and now it's a jungle out here. I'm getting beat up and gnarled up." And there was a woman who said she would take him into her home and take care of him.
Because we did an actual thing, a contest on It's Casual Live, and we said, does anyone want to adopt Binky? Because he couldn't handle the elements, he wasn't ready for the wild. And this lady sent in a video saying that she'll feed him, and and Rory thought she seemed like a really nice lady. She's a little weird. She's a little eccentric, right? I mean, she's a little like there's some red flags here. I feel like there's some red flags, but
it was a home.
She had a nice hearth, Yeah.
Nice warm place to be, inside for out from the cold. And
yeah,
she said she was going to feed him.
Yeah. How many people want to adopt a raccoon? I mean, to be honest, we got one video, so that's where Binky ended up.
That's true.
There wasn't a lot of competition. Okay.
Oh boy.
So, anyways,
you win.
So Binky sent Rory this
Yes.
video, and we're gonna watch it. Should I play it now? What do you
Yeah,
think?
go ahead.
Hammer away.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what happens.
Be real quiet. This is Binky. I've been sent to an old lady's house, and I think she's trying to fatten me up because I think she wants to cook me. Oh my God, what have I got myself into? I'm so scared. She's so incredibly, disgustingly, sweetly nice to me. It's just too good to be true. I think she's gonna cook me. Oh God.
Binky, where are you, darling? Mama's stirring your victuals. I know you're hungry. Come and get your scrumdiddlyumptious, baby. I love you. Where'd you go, Binky? Where'd you go?
Okay.
Oh my Gideon.
I just realized that the more I hear Binky, he must be like a New York raccoon.
I was just gonna say he's from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. Did you notice that?
He must
He's like,
have
"I'm so
family up there
scared."
at the very least.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm so scared."
So scared.
I'm so
It's kind of like the
That
whole
ain't
cast
New
of The
York.
Wizard of Oz. You're trying to figure out why those guys all have Jersey accents, Gee, Dorothy, if I only had a heart, if I only had the knife.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just noticed that right now. I'm like, he's definitely a New York raccoon. Did you hear the banjo in the background? It
I
sounds
heard
like
that.
there's a hootenanny going on there.
Yes.
So
She was listening to Toshiano.
Oh.
yes, we love that. I love that guy.
I got to get him on our show, man.
Yes.
Why have we not gotten him on? We have to get him
Time
on.
difference.
I keep saying I'm
Time
going to put him on the list. I'm going to call him, and then it gets. I got to get him on the show. Him and his son. They're
Yeah.
a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
fun.
they do like they do a duet. It's so
Yes.
cool.
Banjo
I
and
just
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, I see them
There's a
on
lot of
STF.
people I need to get on the show that I haven't gotten on yet. We'll do it. But yeah, we got time.
That's right. We'll get time. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, clearly we need to take action. I mean, Binky is. I don't know if he really has a valid cause to be afraid. I mean, she does seem like she's cooking for him. I don't know. There's something amiss, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't know.
It does seem weird, for sure. And he might need some assistance from us again.
I don't know. I fully expect there to. I feel like the saga is going to continue next week. I feel like we're gonna get
Yes.
another something else.
Again, going back to the old video, watching her that she sent us, and seeing this video, I mean, I'm just like,
I'm trying to see if I still, if I still have that video. I should play it. It's very quick. Hold on. Here it is. I have it. Let's see.
There we go.
My heart was real touched by you, Binky. And I just wanted to tell you that I will adopt you if ain't nobody else want to have your companionship. I most certainly do. I got a lot of kitty cats that would love to make your acquaintance, Binky. We have a lot of fun over here. It's like a wildlife extravaganza. And you could stay here indefinitely. We have so much fun every day. We got all kinds of good food for you. Come on, Binky. I'll adopt you. Come on, Binky. I'm really looking forward to it. See you soon, Binky. We're all waiting for you.
And
well, there you go.
Ray, where do you find these people?
I feel
You are
like
a magnet for crazy fucking people.
I feel like it was a mistake for us to send him to her upon second review. I feel like we dropped it.
Just a little
Hindsight,
bit.
second thought. Yeah,
like seeing that again kind of was a wake-up call that like I'm not sure that was the right decision. There's something amiss with her brain, but I can't. I'm not a trained professional.
Sandie said she would have taken him in, but she was afraid he was going to bite her face.
We need to ask Chip Cop about that and to find because did you know that Chip Cop just adopted another raccoon?
Oh no,
Yep.
He did. He just
well,
did.
we can't send him to this woman.
No.
No.
That was the worst thing that we ever did. I feel so bad about that. Oh my gosh. So
hey, he's a survivor.
He is a survivor. All right, what do we want to do? Because we got two guests. We don't have anyone in the green room, so we're halfway.
Yeah, Lee just sent me a message just now saying that he's still at work.
Oh,
okay.
He was supposed to be the second half of the show.
Well, and our first half guest never showed, so we are filling. We are.
I'm on my phone now in here, so I can't go out of the show to go see if she left messages or something.
Do you want me to play a song? Do you want me to play a live song?
Gold.
Yeah, you can do that, and then I'll pop out and pop back in. How's that?
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, that would be great if you can.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. And we probably could get someone else to pop in too if you want. I don't know.
Send the link out to the various chats that we're in. See,
you know what? Like Dana Ricker's here. Dana could come on and play.
Dana's here.
Hey.
You want to do that?
Sandy could pop on as Drita.
Watch this, y'all.
What is this? What is happening?
Do something. I'm gonna post the link in Tardon Media Network.
Mm-mm.
Oh boy.
We'll have a big show, a big Thanksgiving show.
Well, seriously. So I'm gonna post the link if I
what you
can.
did for Thanksgiving.
Hold on now. I'm gonna post the link right now. So anyone who's watching, if you go to Tardon Media Network,
I did write questions for the show. I just want you to know.
You wrote questions for the show, and your guests were
2 pages of questions.
Wait, Rory, just ask me and Jonathan the questions as if for those people, and we'll answer as ourselves.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so everybody, wait. Here's the task. If you go to Tardon Media Network Facebook page, the top post is now a StreamYard link. If you click on it, you will end up in our green room, and we will put you on. That's all.
Oh boy, this could open a whole big can of.
Regardless of race,
religion. Ray, you are opening so many cans of worms here.
No, it's gonna be fantastic. I love live television.
Smash that heart and follow
I get
button.
off on this. I love it.
Yeah, because here's the thing about because we've had so many tech issues this week. It's not even.
And
funny.
I get excited. I actually enjoy it
because this lady here has built a life out of complete chaos, and she'll deny it to high heaven. But it's. Oh my God!
Sandy's been attacked by a duck.
Who?
Okay, somebody's here. Hold on, Nikki's here. Actually, Nikki's here.
Great.
Who is
so we
here?
might have to go back to our regularly scheduled program.
All right.
We'll still take somebody else in if they want to come in.
Okay.
Oh boy.
There she is.
How do I
We
do
have
this?
been improvising for the last 30 minutes.
I couldn't figure out how to get on. I was like, copy the link.
And I after I sent you a couple of messages about copying and pasting the link
Yeah.
about 2 minutes before showtime, so I couldn't leave the show to go back and check.
No, it's fine. And I kept looking like 10 minutes before showtime. I kept looking.
Glad you
then
came
I
in,
finally
though.
got it. Huh?
We're so glad you came in, though.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late, but I'm here.
Wonderful. We were talking about Thanksgiving. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
I hung out with my family. So it was me, my mom, my dad, and my uncle. My brother stayed in Albuquerque with his fiance. So it was a light crowd, but we still had a good time.
Was it a tough crowd?
It's always a tough crowd when it's my family.
It's a tough crowd. Hey,
Always a tough crowd. We're Mexican. Mexicans are always a tough crowd. Okay, let me
I
prop
did not
this
know
up.
that.
Yeah.
Well, here's a question. Where are you based out of?
Las Cruces, New Mexico.
In New Mexico. Okay. I did not know that either. I thought you were up north for some reason. I thought you were like up in New York or up
No, I'm an LA girl. I left LA to help out with my dad because my dad got diagnosed with cancer during the pandemic.
Oh,
So-
yeah. You were telling me earlier. Yeah. How's
So
that going?
I left. It's going good. He's
Good.
doing good. The margins haven't grown, so he's doing okay. And I should hopefully be able to go back to LA probably in like June. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, Thanksgiving was good. Time with family. You know, never try to tell jokes in front of your family. Doesn't go well.
You never get any respect in your hometown.
No respect. None.
No respect in your hometown.
None.
That's an old comedy scene from way
And you?
back.
What did you do for Thanksgiving, Rory?
Oh, I just told the whole audience about it. I went to
Oh,
two
okay.
different feasts, and it was amazing that I didn't fall asleep driving home.
Oh no! Turkey coma is real.
Driving all over Florida, down to Jupiter, down in Burt Reynolds land, and up back up to New Smyrna Beach, and then back over to the Orlando area.
That's so cool.
So, but we got to see everybody, which was nice. And yeah,
Good.
a lot of turkey.
Lots of turkey. That's what matters is the turkey.
Yeah. So, but we're not going to talk about Philip Wilbur now.
No. You would probably expect that I'd be talking a whole lot of schmack, but I'm not going to.
He's actually due back on the show. He was on one of the first shows we ever did this year, and so yeah,
He is my favorite co-host for sure.
So what are you doing on Clubhouse? Can you tell our audience what you're up to on Clubhouse?
Sure. So I am the host of a comedy show on Clubhouse called Hot on the Mic. Hot on the Mic Club was created by Leah Lamar, the old Clubhouse icon. I'm one of her crew of hosts. So every Monday I host Manic Monday for all the comics, and it is a book show with comics that we know, love, and trust on and off the app that we've either performed with, toured with. It's a good show, but I do give opportunities to new comics too. And then I host a game show with Philip Wilburn that I created called Bring It. It is the Clubhouse PTR game show, which means pull to refresh. For those that aren't on Clubhouse, it's a way to change your profile picture, and we play a game show where we ask you questions, and you have to find things around your house, take pictures, change your photos, that kind of stuff. But it's fun. It's frantic. Philip likes to show off during the game because he's cool. But yeah, no, it's a fun game. But Rory's actually won a game show before. It's fun.
Well, yeah, that was just by pure luck that I got.
It wasn't by luck.
That had
Everybody
things
liked you.
close to me that. But let me explain to everybody. Clubhouse is. I've said this before in the show, but for those of you who don't know, Clubhouse is an audio social media format.
Yes, it is.
And so the only thing you can see is the people that are in the room by the pictures that they post of themselves. And the only way they can show a picture of something else is to change their photo of their face to something else.
Yes.
And then go back. So you came up with the idea to use that to do an actual game show where people have to basically dress up with stuff in their house.
Yeah.
As something that you say, or they have to show something that you say, okay, this is what you need to show us. So it's kind of like a scavenger hunt where you're changing your picture all the time to show the things that are being called out. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. I've played several times. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, one of the really good ones was, well, we do this round called the ultimate PTR round where we give you like one final theme and then you have to do like a whole act out, like your surroundings, your outfits. And then when we did the anniversary of Snakes on a Plane, it was hilarious because we had people grabbing towels from their bathrooms and creating snakes on the ground and going, ah, in front of the snakes. And it was incredible. The creativity level is credible.
I think I caught the end of that one and did my very bad Samuel L. Jackson impersonation. Really bad.
Really bad.
And speaking of impersonations, you are a master of impersonation.
Oh, thank you. I used to do voiceover. So yeah, thanks, Rory.
So
how are you?
Share with our audience one or two of your favorite ones.
I don't know, Rory, you've heard quite a few of mine. Do you have any favorites? That you like?
When I had to Peter Griffin there.
You like the lowest. I mean, I do a lot of let's see, I do Cartman's mom a lot.
Yeah.
Jill Cartman's mom.
That's another good one, yeah.
I know a certain kitty who's sleeping with mommy tonight. Eskimo kisses for mommy. So yeah, that's my Now, kidding now. I'm just kidding. No, but they have someone do Cartman that I usually do scammer. I'm like, oh God, Cartman, I can't believe this is going on. God, what the hell are we gonna do right now? Jesus, man. So I do that one.
Simpsons.
I do Millhouse where I'm like, everything's coming up, Millhouse. Yeah, so I do. Oh, come on, Bart. Where's the ball? Where's the ball, Bart? What else do I do? Vanellope. I do a lot from Disney. Like, did you just say you took a serious duty where? I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's any others. Like I used to do Elmira from Tiny Toon Adventures where she's like, oh, look, a puppy. I want to hug him and love him and squeeze him until there's no breath in his tiny little body.
Now, for the audience who hasn't seen Wreck-It Ralph, Penelope is from Wreck-It Ralph.
Penelope is from Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, she's
that gives me a chance to do my, John C. Reilly.
Because you
get together sometimes,
Oh, you big dumb lug.
And of course, King Candy, who is Edwin, and I love Edwin.
We have so much fun doing the Wreck-It Ralph ones together. Especially
and Mike Wilson does a great King Candy too.
Oh yeah. You guys, when I came in as Vanellope that day and you all started pulling out the other characters, like, yay! Like, this is so much fun.
Any chance to do Edwin, I'm gonna do it.
I know, right?
I might go on later as Wally Gator.
Oh, that would be awesome. Are you gonna
Wally Gator is just the same voice,
You're doing Impression Idol tonight too?
I may swing in there. I won a couple of weeks ago as Daffy, so I'm.
I
just come in as a guest. I came in as Clint a couple of weeks ago, and I came in last week as Mickey and Goofy, and just as a guest.
Well, I voted for you as Daffy. You were the best.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
you were amazing.
It's a living. What can I say?
It's so good. Daffy's so hard to do, and you do it so well.
Well, thank you.
Where did it get started for you? When did you decide to go down the comedy lane?
So I started doing comedy when I was 20 years old. I was actually playing college softball at New Mexico State, and I was on scholarship. And we're very close to the border of Mexico. So all the girls on the team would want to like go down to Mexico and drink and drown because you could drink before you turn 21. But I really couldn't like risk my scholarship because my parents were like, you screw up, we're not paying for college, like you're done. So I couldn't take as many risks as the girls on the team. So what I would do is I'd drop them. This sounds terrible, but I would drop them off and just leave them at the Mexican border. And I'd be
there
like,
you go, girls.
You guys have fun. Don't die. I'll come pick you up at 3 a.m. But
don't let them take your kidneys.
Right. If one of you is missing, we'll make up a really good excuse for your parents. Don't worry. But so that's we drop them off in El Paso, Texas, at the border of Juarez, and basically you had to find things that were safe to do while they were drinking and dancing and making out with men and whatnot. So the only things that stayed open that late that I could get into, because I was under 21, where I could stay at Taco Cabana.
Uh-oh.
I'm coming back. I'm here.
Came back sideways
Sorry.
for a second there.
Yeah, no, I know. But so you could get into Taco Cabana because it was open so late, and that was like this little hole in the wall Mexican restaurant. So I tried that, but then it was kind of sketchy. They would have like drug dealers there and stuff like that. So I had to find something safer. So I started sneaking into the El Paso comic strip
As
to
if
watch
getting away from the
comics.
Mexican border wasn't safer.
Right, exactly. So I would sneak into the El Paso comic strip, and then after like a month and a half of doing that and sitting in the back and just drinking Diet Cokes, because you had to be 21, but I would be like dressed up like I was going to the clubs with them. So after about a month and a half of that, I had a comic come up to me, and he was like, "Whose girlfriend are you, or whose stalker are you?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he goes, "You come here every single Thursday and every single Saturday, and you're either somebody's stalker, you're stalking one of the comedians, or you're somebody's girlfriend." And I was like, "I'm neither." And he goes, "Either that or you're not 21 because you don't drink anything when you come in." And he was right. And so I had to admit, I was like, "Look, I'm just trying to stay safe. My girlfriends are in Juarez. I can't go with them." And he thought it was so funny and pathetic that I would sneak into a comedy club and just drink Diet Coke that he made me do 2 minutes on the open mic for his own enjoyment. Otherwise, he said he'd tell on me that I wasn't 21. And that was my first time on stage. And then I just never wanted to give it up after that.
Can you out him? Do you remember his name?
Yeah, his name's Fred. His name's Freddie Soto. He was a really great comedian.
So he was responsible for you actually coming out as a
he was responsible for it all.
Very
Why is
cool.
my connection so bad? Sorry.
It's been Mike Wilson had to phone in his interview, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
So bad, yeah.
Yeah.
At least we can see you and hear you.
I know.
At
least you can see me and hear me.
So who were some of your other influences early on?
Oh, Steve Martin. Steve Martin's my all-time favorite comic. I love Steve Martin. He's amazing. Other than Steve Martin, believe it or not, I really like Rosie O'Donnell. I still like Rosie O'Donnell as a comic, but Steve Martin's my all-time favorite, and I loved his comedy ever since I was a kid.
I was a huge Steve Martin fan too. Loved it every time he came on Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Oh, he was the best. Martin Short,
I used to do his impersonation back in the day. Yeah, when, the 80s and 90s. And around that time, somebody said, and I can't remember who it was, a comic said he was the greatest thing that ever happened to comedy and also the worst thing that ever happened to comedy.
The worst thing.
He made it look so simple, so easy.
Oh, yeah.
People
so
said, I can do that. I can get up on stage.
No, you can't.
It's like, no, he's actually brilliant.
Yeah. I love the old Saturday Night Live magic of all of them too. Like I love Martin Short's old sketches, like the Edward, Edward Grimley, where he's like, "I'm as doomed as doom can be." I love all of them.
I'm watching the old Saturday Night Lives now. I just got into season 6, which is the one with Gilbert Gottfried. It's only a half a season. And I watched the first episode where Eddie Murphy actually made an appearance. And it was the best laugh in the first 3 shows of the season.
Oh, with his
it's really it makes you cringe, how different the show is from the first 5 seasons. But Piscopo was the only one that survived that. Him and Murphy, they moved on. To the cast. So anyway, I digress.
No, you're fine. It's casual. It's casual.
It's casual. That's it. It's casual. What I was going to ask you was, do you sing?
I do sing. I used to sing with a band in Houston, and I used to in LA when I did voiceovers. I used to do jingles for ABC, NBC, and CBS promos. So yeah.
And can you do singing impressions?
Yes, that's actually how I got discovered to do jingles. Is I was drunk at a karaoke bar doing impersonations of Britney Spears and Gwen Stefani, and there was these executives for ABC, and they were like, "Can you just sing like anybody if we ask you to like change your voice?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
There you go.
And so yeah.
Sweet. Yep. What is your ultimate goal as a performer?
You know what? I used to tell people that with comedy as a performer, if I could take any awkward or bad day and turn it into something people laughed at and related to, then I could leave this earth knowing that I never had a bad day because I turned every negative into a positive in my
Right.
life. Yeah.
That's a good way to be.
Yeah. Just, making space for others, making people laugh. I think it's a good way to go. I mean, if when the money was coming with it, especially with voiceovers, and when I was traveling and touring, it was great. And it was like, oh, I get to do this and actually get paid for it. And, now with the pandemic, at least like Clubhouse gives us this outlet where we still get tipped and paid, but it's more for the fun of it and to make people laugh and know that we're at home, but we're still together and we're having a good time still.
I've brought many people on here that can do voices, and they've all mentioned voiceover work, but we really haven't gotten into what that involves.
Right.
Can you give us a typical like a job or two that you've had to do for voice work?
Sure.
To let us know what that's like.
So it depends. I did some movie dubbing for like horror movies, and that was like screams and stuff like that. And that was fun because you get to sit in a studio and actually like watch the movie on the screen. But then you have to hit cues and you have to hit them in a certain time, and you have a timer, and then they'll tell you, okay, faster, slow down and it's weird because you get used to them being like, slow down the cadence by half a second, speed it up by 2 seconds. And then you're just like, ah! And then you're just like slowing it down. And they're like, no, faster. Ah! And then you just go, no, slower. And you're just like, okay.
I was going to actually ask you to scream too.
I know.
Thank you for that. You must have read my mind.
I know, I got it. But then with like,
so you're a scream queen.
Scream queen. But the commercial jingles for like ABC, CBS, I would come into one of the producer studios, and then they would basically give you like this jingle script, and then they would play like, basically they already had it recorded the way that so you had like an assumption of what it was, and then they would be like, okay, can you sound really, really corny and upbeat and sing it like this? So like when I did the CBS Monday comedy promos for like years, it wasn't like you were watching the commercial. They would give you a playback, and it would be like some dude just singing and going like, our Monday brings all the laughs to your screens because our jokes are bigger than yours. It's a lineup we just can't ignore. And then they go, okay, now you do it, but sound really cheesy. And then they play, and you're listening. You're like, our Monday brings all the laughs to your screens because our jokes are bigger than yours. It's a lineup you just can't ignore. On Monday, mother starts up a scene with partners about lifelong pals. A new time for the two broke gals, Mike and Molly. Sing the LOLs. It's stuff like that. And then at the end, you do your moniker and you say it over and over, and they'll go, say the CBS line like 4 times so we have copy. And then you're like, CBS rules on Monday night over and over in different tones.
That sounds like CBS.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds like their shtick.
It's really shticky, but it's fun, and it's, it's quick, and it's good money when it's there, when they decide they want people actually singing and talking. Otherwise, it might just be jingles, like little piano things or whatnot, but it's fun.
That reminds me of the skit that Dana Carvey did on SNL, where he was doing Tom Brokaw before he went on vacation. They were getting him to record all the things that could happen on the news. It was like, so the president was, ravaged by wolves this week.
That's great. That's a good impression of that.
No, it really could happen.
No, it actually could.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing?
God, I love Tom Brokaw. You did a good impression of that.
It's just me doing Carvey's impression, Tom Brokaw.
But it's good.
What do you got coming up for Christmas?
So
what are you looking forward
to?
For
Christmas, you know what? For Christmas, I think we're doing a Clubhouse production of When Harry Met Sally for our auditorium. Oh, wow. That's going to be coming up, in late December. And then my improv team that does Monster Talk, I think they're doing Beauty and the Bigfoot. It's like a parody of it. I don't know. But for family wise, I'm going to be in New Mexico. And yeah, that's about it for Christmas time. New Year's, I'm going to be spending it at a wedding with my boyfriend, and that's about it. I'm pretty boring.
Not at all. If you could visit with one person this Christmas, who would it be?
Ooh, one person, alive or dead? Just kidding.
Well, yeah, just somebody that you haven't seen in a while.
You know what? I'm very fortunate because I get to be home
Playing
with
Santa's
my family. Santa's helper, yeah. No, I get to see my family now all the time. Before I hardly ever got to see them, so I would say my family, but probably my niece, my 3-year-old niece Natalia.
Oh,
I would love to see her for Christmas. Yeah, I would love that.
That's what Christmas
she's
is
a precious.
Seeing the kids.
It's about the kids, right?
Yeah. Can we catch you doing any performance anywhere anytime soon?
I'm going to start traveling and doing comedy again in February. I've already been hit up by a couple places, so just keep track of my Instagram because I will be performing and traveling again.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you're on Clubhouse with your shows.
Yes, so every Monday during the week, 12:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Afternoon Delight, which is part of Hot on the Mic. Yeah, people can catch me performing there.
And got your
and with you when we do impressions on random days, Rory.
Yeah, well, I try to be there for Impersonation Nation on Thursday nights, and I've been kind of a regular lately on Impression Idol.
Oh yeah, you have.
But I haven't done Bring It in a while. I got to get back in there and do Bring It again because that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Bring It's fun. I loved your Clint Eastwood too.
Philip gets me to do it every time. He's like, "You got to do Clint."
It's so great.
What happened to my career? That's my favorite line to say is him. What happened to my career?
Oh God.
I'm burned through all my questions for you. Because the other guest didn't show. Lee, unfortunately, is still working. He got stuck with somebody.
We do have somebody.
But we have some people.
We do have somebody, yes. So
Yay,
shall I bring her in?
I'm just sorry that I was late because I'm reading the chat now and I saw that you went to Plan B and I got you guys away from Plan B. No birth control.
Sandie actually loves your hair, she said in the comments. I forgot to say that earlier.
Thank you. I love Sandie's hair. Sandie's is beautiful.
Rita loves your hair. I love your beautiful hair. You have such beautiful hair. I cannot believe.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
It's not Sandie.
It's so shiny and long. I love it.
It's the Native American in me.
Rita. Oh, I love it. It's so shiny and beautiful.
Aw, thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of got a Cher look to it, back in the
it's the Cher too tonight. It's because I got you, babe.
I love the bangs. The bangs make you banging. You're banging with the bangs.
It's all about the bangs.
I should actually sing that with people at karaoke. I got you, babe. And I'll do this.
You guys look so cool. So what's casual? I love this casual vibe.
It is. No ties and stuff on this show. No, we keep it casual. Sandie, what you been up to lately?
Rita is my name today.
Rita.
I am Rita. Sandie is way too nice. I don't like Sandie sometimes. She's way too nice.
Change your name at bottom of screen, darling.
Okay, I need to make new Facebook page for Drita. Drita does not have Facebook page. Drita,
that was my
Drita flies under the radar.
Too, right, Nikki?
That's right. We do Boris and Natasha. We're darling. We get bomb. We blow up everything with bomb.
Yes, darling. Get the bomb. We'll take care of Moose and Squirrel.
Yes, darling. No moose, no squirrel. We get bomb right now.
I love when we do Boris and Natasha.
Yeah, we haven't actually done that in a while. It's been a while.
I know. I love that. It's so funny that whenever Rory's almost my partner in all the voiceover characters I do. I can always count on Rory because he always does the partner.
If you do something, that I'm unfamiliar with, then I can run in. I can jump in there. I'm
just always happy that it ends up being you. I'm like, yes, because he's so talented.
And you know, Nikki.
Don't start that now.
Nikki, Rita is secretly has
Thanksgiving, darling.
Rita secretly has a crush on Jack. Rita has secret crush on Jack. Yes, you know Jack? From the Bayou. Rita has secret crush on Jack from the Bayou. He hangs out in the Bayou and he eats corn dogs. He likes to sing songs about corn dogs. Yes.
Mad
Rita
Jack
has a
sent us
big
a link
crush
to
on
a
him.
video. I'm gonna have to share it. It's Mad Jack singing. Mad Jack is a character that comes on the show. He lives out in Vegas in the desert.
Okay.
He
I
pans for
love
gold.
Mad Jack.
And he's quite a character, and he wants to get his own reality TV show, one of those gold panning shows. And,
I love it.
I have a secret crush. Don't tell anybody. Be quiet. Shh.
I won't.
Don't, Nikki, don't tell anybody. Nobody's
It's
listening,
a
okay?
secret. We keep the secret between me and you, darling. Just secret.
And Irina, she also knows I have mad crush on Jack. Mad Jack.
So Jack's
Mad
from the
crush
Bayou.
on
So
Mad
it's all
Jack.
about it's corn dogs and crawfish all day long, right? If he's from the Bayou.
Is he from the Bayou?
I thought he was hanging out in the swamp. I thought he was in the swamp. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's in the desert. Oh man, it's gonna take me a long time to find him in real life.
I love it.
So he'll be back
This
on
is
again
so
real
fun.
soon because he just sang the 12 bad gifts of Christmas.
Really?
So,
That's funny because
yeah.
I used to have to sing the ABC 12 Days of Christmas, and I like his version better then.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about all the bad gifts that girls have given him. It's like he's a real ladies' man.
He's a ladies' man. Now, hopefully, one of them gave
Well,
him
see,
a
that's why I like him. I knew
well,
that
hopefully
about
one
him.
of those
I knew
ladies
that.
gave him a negative pregnancy test, and then that would be a good Christmas present.
There you go.
From the dollar store.
Coming up.
Was the test from the dollar store?
There he is.
From the dollar store.
The Phipps man.
Yes.
Those tests work better than the ones at the grocery store. The dollar store pregnancy test, they work better. Let me tell you, I have kids.
The dollar store
Lori,
works
I
too?
think we're just here
Yes, the dollar
just
store
for
pregnancy test,
decoration.
it works way better.
Wait,
The
so
ones you buy that like $20, $25 at the grocery store, those ones you get false results. False results.
she's like the dollar store ones work better
way more
because the
accurate.
desperation makes them stronger.
Yeah, Dollar
Yeah,
Tree.
because you
that's
know
where
the
you go.
desert people, they don't mess around. If you live
Well,
in the desert, you don't mess around with
Desert
pregnancy.
people
Like,
the
no.
Dollar Tree. I like to go
I'm
in
a
there and ask
desert
people,
person.
how much
You
is
don't
this?
mess around.
Excuse me, how much is this? That's $1. Oh, okay. And
It's
how
$1.
much is this? That's $1 too. How much
That's
is
$1
this?
too.
No, Rory,
your
they
job,
raised
don't
the
you?
prices now at the dollar store. They raised the price on everything now. Like everything is not $1 anymore. But they still have the title, the dollar store. But everything is not $1. It is lies. It is like
Well,
the
they
counter.
can't do
Yeah, some
that.
of them are $5,
That's
and you're
false
like, this belongs
advertising.
at $5 below.
$7.99, $3.99, $2.99, $1.99.
Yeah, that all should be taken to $5 below. It doesn't need to be at the dollar store. Take it to $5 below.
Thank you. You're a very smart woman, Nikki. I love you. Already. I love you.
too.
You had me hello with your beautiful hair. Now I love you more.
Ah, thank you. You can have it. I'll send it to you.
And you girls can hang out and she can do Natasha when you hang out.
Yes, darling, I would cut off all my hair and give to you.
I love it.
And then we
I love
make
Then you
bones
feel
for
like you're
Moose and
back
Squirrel.
home.
I love it.
Yorina, where are you
Love
at?
it.
Where do you live?
My
Rita?
exact address?
Yorina,
I was
where
like,
do
you
you
want my
live?
exact?
I am
you're
in
in.
Moscow.
Yes.
Don't you feel hot? I am in Moscow. I'm in Gulag, with Daddy Putin. It's
She's
okay.
in the
Oh, I'm
Gulag.
sorry. I got the wrong Russian girl.
Yes,
Wrong
it's
Russian
wrong.
babe.
In the goo.
All right. Well, any of you girls have any plans for the next coming week?
I have a full-time job. I actually work for Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' company.
Oh, okay.
I do we're going to be sending up another celebrity to space pretty soon, so we're working on the contracts for that.
In the
But
penis rocket?
in the penis rocket, yes.
Ah!
It's the
What
big
is this
F
language?
you to everybody.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Rita does not hear this language very often.
It's just how he spreads his space.
It was the
seed.
technical term. I said penis.
It is.
Unless you are watching Irina's live, then that's a different story because she talked a lot about rockets, you know.
It basically just spreads its space seed as it goes up. It's like,
Oh,
Going up on the big ship.
say it, don't spray it.
say it, don't spray it. I love it.
Well, that's the great
This
thing
is
about
awesome.
doing a show. If you spray it, nobody's going to get anything on them.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just going to see like rain splatter on their phone.
Just little spittles.
That's it. This is 3D.
Woo! It's like, what was it? Wayne's World
You should do that
Extreme
on,
Plaza.
Second City Television.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all for coming out. We're going to have actually Hal Linden from Barney Miller on next week. We're going to do 2 shows back to back next week, next Tuesday. We're going to do Hal Linden first at 8 o'clock. And then we're going to do another show afterwards with writer Brian Fitzpatrick and a musical guest of his choosing. And that's going to be exciting having Hal Linden on the show next week. And Brian as well. He does tech sci-fi writing.
That's awesome.
It's a shame we didn't have Lee on tonight to tell us about his writing because his stuff is awesome. And he has his own publishing company. But you can look him up, Lee Anderson, Palm Circle Press. If you've ever thought about publishing your own book, if you got at least one in you, you definitely should contact him. I've been friends with him since high school, so I can vouch for his character. He's released my 2 books on Amazon, so he does all the work for you.
That's amazing. And I promise, next time I come hang, Rory, I know what I'm doing now, and I know how to copy and paste, so I'll be able to figure it out quicker. And I started panicking. Even when I got the email, I started panicking because I was like, 10 minutes before the show, he's going to tell me how to do this 10 minutes? It didn't even work out. Like, damn.
And what's funny was, we usually get the
Lucky
link 10 minutes before show. We got 30 minutes before show this time, but my daughter was cooking tonight.
No, it's fine.
So I'm eating as I'm sending you a text. I'm wolfing down pork.
No, you guys are fine. This is fine. I will definitely be on time next time.
Oh man, we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you too, my dear, for coming on. If you came from San Diego or whatever, thank you for coming on, my dear.
Albania.
Yes, darling, Sandie has beautiful hair, Sandie.
Albania, we like to. You know how you find good husband in Albania?
Tell me, darling, tell me.
You have to knit the best socks. Whoever knits the best socks, you get good husband. Like I kid you not. If you knit the best socks, he will pick you. You have to get very good at knitting socks, and then you will find a good husband.
As soon as I get off this podcast, I'm going to get on Amazon and buy a DIY sock knitting kit. So I can learn.
There you go. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night. Bye.